Eugene police now confirm this man, Ricardo Cheney, is a person of interest in a suspicious death and house fire in Eugene early yesterday morning.
And soon after, police say Cheney stole a car at gunpoint and drove to California, where he killed a sheriff's deputy. Cheney was then shot and killed by another deputy a short time later. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Renee McCullough.
And I'm Brian Richardson. Matt is off. Ricardo Cheney has a long history of criminal activity, and we have team coverage in tonight's top story. We start with KEZI 9 News reporter Jessica Debus, who is live with the latest details on this deadly crime spree. Jessica?
Yes, crime tape still surrounds this house near Hendricks Park. Police say Ricardo Cheney from Eugene is responsible for this suspicious fire and the dead body found inside. And police say it was just the start of a rampage that went several hours and across the state border. What seemed like a series of unrelated crimes, Eugene police now believe isn't so random.
Investigative linkages between the cases started emerging.
Investigators say 32-year-old Ricardo Cheney's crime spree started with murder and arson at the 2000 block of Elk Avenue.
Believing that Cheney was a person of interest in the murder of Mr. Wasson, the setting fire to his house, and the carjacking.
Officers say 45 minutes after Cheney killed University of Oregon professor George Wasson, he stole a car and kidnapped two young men at gunpoint and forced them into the trunk of the car near Kinsrow Avenue.
The two victims were able to pull the safety latch on the inside of the car and escape safely.
Cheney reportedly drove the stolen car to an area near Fort Bragg, California, where he got into a shootout with officers several hours later. Eugene police were on their way to Northern California when they heard Cheney had shot and killed Mendocino deputy Ricky Del Fiorentino. Cheney was also killed in the confrontation.
We're continuing to work with them.
Police did not release a motive for Cheney's rampage, but they do say Wasson was not a random victim, that Cheney was an acquaintance with the anthropology professor. And according to court documents, Cheney's former Floral Hill Drive address is just blocks away from Wasson's now charred home. Police are just trying to find out why Wasson was targeted.
Still delving into that right now. I can't tell you.
And Cheney was arrested at the beginning of the month. Police say they found several firearms in his car, including modified guns and body armor. They also found meth. He was released from jail shortly after. I asked police if they thought at the time he was a public threat, and they said no. Live in Eugene, Jessica Debus, KEZI 9 News.